Hey guys, Waterfowler41 here, and in today's video we're going to be showing my wife's 2017 Ford Explorer some love. So we bought this truck a couple years ago. It's been an excellent SUV for us. It's basically our road trip car. However, there's something in this Explorer that's absolutely bugging me, and I think I have a solution to it. So let's go ahead and open up the door, and what you'll see here, let's grab the light so we can see. So if you look in here, we have WeatherTech floor liners, but what you're going to notice is they're curling up on the sides. So this has been an issue since we bought these things a couple years ago. They've always been curling up on the side. I've contacted them and they basically say flip them inside out, take them inside, let them heat up. I've used a heat gun and everything, but no matter what, they still continue to curl up like that on the inside. And what you can see happens, especially in the winter, is all that salt and crap just drops down in there. So the same thing's happening in the back of the truck where you can see the sides are starting to curl up. Like I said, I've used a heat gun to try to correct that, but they just go back to doing that again. So we have a solution. So there is a company on YouTube called YitaMotor, and they sell a whole bunch of goodies for cars. And actually, one of the things they do sell is floor liners for these trucks. So I went ahead and picked up the floor liners for my wife's Explorer, hoping that that will resolve this issue, because I'm getting kind of sick of constantly having to deal with the floor liners like this curling up. So hopefully the liners that they sell won't have any issues like this. I've looked around, tried to look for reviews on it. I haven't heard any issues like this. This is super common with the WeatherTech ones. Across other brands, not really a common issue. And like I said, tried a heat gun, tried flipping these things inside out, letting them sit inside for a little while, and still a complete issue. So we're going to go ahead and swap those guys out with the Yita liners. So let's go ahead, pull these guys out of the box, and take a look at what they look like next to those. And then I'm going to go ahead and vacuum out the truck before we put everything back in there. So we got, let's see, that's probably our driver's side floor mat. Got our passenger side right there. So again, these have that floor liner. That box out of the way. I should have taken these out a couple days ago to let them expand. But this is still that same floor liner style. So basically what it's going to do, it's not like those general floor mats. It's going to actually hug the carpet nicely and keep all the crap from getting underneath into the carpet. So it's going to keep all the water, salt, whatnot on here. But my hope is that this resolves my issue with the curling up mats, because this is getting kind of irritating. And there is no really good solution to fixing this. So what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to pull those guys out. And then we're going to swap into YitaMotor and take a look at everything. But let's pull these out, let's vacuum, and then swap out for the YitaMotor. Alright, so I have the WeatherTechs out, and I got the truck vacuumed out, but I just want to show you something real quick on these things. So like I said, this is the issue that I'm having with these floor mats. Pretty much every time I go to clean the car, I have to get out the heat gun and try to melt this back. I've tried flipping these things inside out, but ultimately they all kind of start curling up. I don't know why it does this. I had a few sets in the past. One other set did the same thing, and the solution from the vendor every time is flip them inside out, use a heat gun, but that never really fully resolves it. So you see it's in the rear as well on both sides, and basically the whole back curls up. So looks kind of like crap. So let's take a look at the YitaMotor next to the WeatherTech. So these are the WeatherTechs, and that's the Yita front floor mat. So what you'll notice right away is I'm losing some coverage way up underneath the pedals. However, what I'm going to give up over there, I gain by having a floor mat that's not going to curl like the WeatherTechs. So in the Midwest, when you got salty shoes and salty boots and everything, you want to make sure that the threshold of the door, so this is the outside of the driver's side, you want to make sure that you're getting tons of really good coverage there, because salt will drop down there, and that's where it's kind of a pain in the butt to clean out. As far as anything up high here, I really don't think that's too much of a concern. I've never had to deal with really dirty carpets up that high. Really, it's on the threshold side where it becomes an issue. So what you give up in terms of coverage with these liners, you gain by having a floor liner that's not going to curl up on the sides. So passenger side looks about the same. So slightly less, but again, not going to be a huge issue. And then as far as the rear, like I said, I should have taken these out sooner, but the rear floor mats, almost identical coverage. So we're good to go on that one. So let's go ahead and get these guys popped in the truck and then take a look at them. All right, floor liners are installed. Super simple. This isn't even a 1 screwdriver out of 5 hard. This is less than 1 screwdriver. Really just pull out the other floor mats, and then these just clip right in a spot. They clip right onto the 2 posts over here, and then the passenger side has a single post. Like I said, you lose a little bit of coverage underneath the pedals, but what you gain, or what you lose there, you gain as far as the ability for these floor mats to not buckle up over time and curl up. So then you got some protection to make sure that salt, rain, and whatnot doesn't get underneath the liner. And like I said earlier, I should have taken these out of the box a little bit sooner than when I started working on this project, but I didn't. So here is the rear liners. They got a little bit to go as far as conforming to the carpet, but everything's good to go. Coverage is perfect. And again, it's hugging the carpet perfectly over here. It's not buckling up. So throwing in the towel on those old floor liners and going with the YitaMotors. We're going to try these guys out for a little while. YitaMotors was also kind enough to send me a coupon code, so I'll drop that down in the description below. So I think that's like 5% off if you're interested in these. If you stumbled across this video because you too are getting sick of your other floor liners curling up, this is certainly an option to replace those with. So again, we got the fronts and the rears, and floor liners are an absolute must when you have kids. So that's their car seats. They spill stuff all the time, and standard or carpeted floor mats just can't hold up against some of the crap that they have in these cars. Liners are the way to go. Super easy to vacuum out and clean off with simple green. But one other thing I did not mention is these post caps. So this little retainer clip right here, this little circle that attaches to the factory post for the carpet. YitaMotors does include a replacement one just in case. So these things fit pretty tight. I imagine if you hit one the wrong way or if you crack one over time, they do include a replacement one. So you just pop out. It's basically 2 pieces that sandwich together and hug each side of the liner. But that is the YitaMotor floor liners installed in a 2017 Ford Explorer. So I think the wife's car needs a little bit more love as far as wheels, springs, and I don't know what else. But I want to make this truck a little bit more fun to drive. The hockey mom, the soccer mom mobile needs some upgrades over the next couple of weeks here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Take care.